It can be a hard choice to decide which smart alarm system to purchase. Today we have some very interesting products from Kangaroo, a smart alarm system and a water and climate sensor. For review, we have the 5-piece alarm system, which has the siren and keyboard combo, 2 motion plus entry sensors, 2 route tags, which can control the alarm system, and 5 window decals. We also have an additional motion plus entry sensor and a water plus climate sensor. These products were provided to me for free in exchange for an honest and unbiased review. With that being said, let's get into the unboxing of the 5-piece alarm system first. As we open it using the magnetic box, we are presented with the keypad and the 2 route tags on top. The decals are on the other side of the box. As we take off this tray, the power brick, the 2 motion plus entry sensors, and the magnets are presented. So these are the decals, there are 3 of them included. So this is the water plus climate sensor. All we have in the box is the water climate sensor and some screws. A very simple product. This is the extra motion plus entry sensor, so this is exactly like the one that was included in the box, but an extra one if you need it for additional doors. So let's start with the setup process. Each product has to be set up individually, so we'll start with the keypad first. So first you create a PIN code, and it tells you about the features such as the smoke and CO listener, and to plug in the power cord. It finds the siren using Bluetooth, and then you connect the siren to Wi-Fi. Now it's explaining the alerts. So now you name it and you select a location, and it asks you to put in the PIN again. Now it's testing the arming and disarming of the keypad, which can be done with the buttons on the keypad. Now it's explaining how to use the route tag. So to pair it, you just hold it up to the keypad and you name the tags. In this case, for this example, we're just going to do tag 1 and tag 2. So that's it, the device is ready for use. Now we have to set up the motion plus entry sensor. So these are each set up individually. You connect it to Wi-Fi and it's connected. So it's explaining the alerts. Now we select a name and location, and now it's explaining the arm modes. So there's motion plus entry monitoring, which uses the full capability of the sensor. Entry monitoring only means that it just becomes a door sensor. Motion monitoring only means that it detects motion inside. For example, if someone walks by. So now it's asking us if we are placing it on a door or a window. Now it's explaining how entry is detected. For the sensor, we mount the sensor using the included tape, and now we test the motion sensor and the door sensor. So you press for 30 seconds and that's it, it's ready. So very simple setup. Now we're going to set up the water plus climate sensor. Again, we pull the yellow tab to activate the battery. It explains the alerts, and if you have a siren, which we do, it's the keypad, the siren will sound if water is detected. It explains the functions of the sensor. They recommend putting it on a flat surface, such as under a cabinet. So you can customize the alert settings for temperature, humidity, and water. And that's it. So the setup is very simple for Kangaroo devices. Let's start with the keypad. The keypad has a nice fabric material, which is great since it matches better in the home. The keypad allows you to arm, disarm, or set the system to home. Earlier, we set a code in the app which you enter here to disarm the alarm when it is triggered. The code also lets you disarm the alarm when it is armed. You can also disarm or arm the alarm at any time by putting one of the tags up to the alarm, which is convenient.
Entry detected. Please disarm your system. System disarmed.
The keypad also doubles as a siren, which is sufficiently loud and high-pitched. There's also a panic button on the keypad. The keypad can also notify you if your smoke alarm or something similar goes off, which is a pretty cool feature. It can only detect high-pitched sounds, so it can't hear people talking, which is great for privacy. I do wish the keypad had a battery backup though. This 5-piece kit also comes with 2 motion plus entry sensors, so when you open a door or window, the alarm will trigger. Also, when motion is detected inside, for example someone walks by, the alarm will also trigger. Both parts of the sensor are fully enabled when set to arm mode. When the alarm is set to home mode, the motion sensor is disabled, but the entry sensor for doors and windows are enabled. There is a button on the motion sensor which you can click to quickly disable the door sensor for you to exit your home without the alarm going off, which I think is a great feature. It's convenient not having to bring out your phone to disarm then arm again. Instead, you just have to click a button, which I like. But I do have an issue with the motion plus entry sensor. When motion is detected or a door is opened, the alarm takes around 30 seconds to start actually beeping. This means that when an intruder opens the door, 30 seconds straight the alarm will only repeatedly beep. I do understand that this is for you to enter the code to disarm it, but still, there needs to be an option for the alarm to go off immediately for an intruder. I think this should be changed, since the whole point of an alarm system is that once the door opens, the alarm needs to go off immediately. I like to see a firmware update that triggers the alarm sound immediately after motion is detected, or to give us an option to change it in the app from the current state. Also, when opening or closing a door, it takes a few seconds to a few minutes for it to update in the app, depending how close the sensor is to the router. If it's extremely close, then there really isn't a delay, but if it's more than 20 feet away, there are going to be noticeable delays. Sometimes this further adds to the delay of sounding the alarm, since after the system recognizes the door is open, the countdown to sound the alarm starts. There's also a 3-minute delay when arming the alarm system, which is nice since it gives you time to leave your home, which can be convenient. Since all the sensors are individually connected to Wi-Fi, there are some delays for some things. For example, if I open the door in a disarm stage, then close the door, then arm the alarm, it will think that the door was opened when it was armed. This makes the system a bit unreliable, but since you're not opening and closing doors constantly every day, it's not a big deal. Out of all these delays, the one I have the most issue with is the delay that happens when a door is opened. When a door is opened, I would like the alarm to be triggered immediately. If that is resolved, the product would be greatly improved. I think the rest of the delays are a bit annoying, but they shouldn't stop you from purchasing the product. Let's talk about the app. The app is very simple and intuitive, with the controls front and center, which is convenient. There are 3 modes in the app: R, disarm, and home. R makes it so that if any motion is detected by opening a door or motion detected inside the home, the alarm will go off in about 30 seconds. This is ideal when you're away. Home makes it so that the door sensors are active but the motion sensors are not. This is ideal when you are home, and you don't want the motion sensors to be activated by yourself just walking around. Disarm makes everything inactive. Disarm makes like the alarm doesn't exist in your home, except for the fact that the doors are opened and closed show up in the activity tab in the app, which we will talk about shortly. The app is structured around 4 tabs: camera, security, climate, and activity. The security tab lets you control the alarm system and the motion sensors, while the climate tab lets you control the water sensor. The activity tab shows the time, date, and what happened. So if a door is opened or closed, it's shown here. If I arm or disarm the system, it's also shown here. I like the simplicity of the app layout and the overall design of it. While the app is simple and clean, I do think it's a bit too simple. There isn't the panic button despite there being one on the keypad. There's also not much that can be configured. I do like that the app sends you critical notifications, which means that they will still come through even if your phone is on silent, which is much better than the normal notifications that other alarm systems have. I would like to see an iOS and Android widget in the future to quickly control the alarm without having to open the app. I'd also like to see an Apple Watch app. The alarm system is capable of Alexa and Google Assistant integration, which is nice, but unfortunately it is behind a paywall of $10 per month. This is their Porsche protection plan, which includes $1,000 package theft protection, 20% off homeowners insurance, phone calls and text calls, and pro monitoring. The plan is a pretty good value considering all it offers and provides peace of mind. Smart Assistant integration lets you arm, disarm, or set the alarm to home via Alexa or the Google Assistant. I really don't think Smart Assistant integration should be behind a paywall, so that part is pretty disappointing. You can also expand the alarm system with more sensors, which are reasonably priced on Kangaroo's website. I have the additional motion plus entry sensor here, which is just like the one included in the box, and Kangaroo has also sent me a yard sign, which is of good quality. Now let's talk about the water sensor. The water sensor works great. I tested it by pouring some water on it and it works just like it should. I can't test the humidity sensor, but I'm sure it works. So the water sensor I would recommend. It worked exactly as it should. So overall, if you're totally fine with all the delays, I would recommend this product. However, the delays are a major factor because that is what an alarm system is all about, responsiveness. So that when an intruder breaks in, they are scared off immediately. There shouldn't be delays for the alarm to recognize that a door has opened, nor should there be delays for the system to sound the alarm. I also don't like that the Alexa and Google Assistant integration are behind the paywall, but all of the issues I mentioned are software based, which means Kangaroo can fix all the issues with a firmware update. The hardware itself is great. What I do like is the keypad, the simplicity of the app, the easy setup process, the alarm speaker volume, and the peace of mind the subscription plan offers. So if you're totally fine with the delays, and the fact that Smart Assistant integration is behind the paywall, I'd recommend this product. If the delays are not something you're interested in, and you don't want to pay $10 per month for Smart Assistant integration, then this product is not for you. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.